Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. In China, there are restaurants in every corner serving handmade noodles. Those restaurants are very busy because their noodle tastes amazingly fresh. There are many ways to make your own noodles. Today, I'm going to share you my version. It has simple ingredients but requires a bit of patience. Let's get started. To make this noodle, you need strong flour. Try to look for bread flour in your local store. Do not use cake flour or all-purpose flour because the texture of your noodle should be bouncy. Bread flour contains a lot of protein and gluten, so it can be stretchy a lot once it's made in a dough. We'll do that later. Add half teaspoon of salt. Give that a mix. You need 2 eggs and some water. These two together should weigh 5.5 ounces because every egg is different. So add the egg in first and add some water until it's 5.5 ounces. If you're vegetarian, you can skip the egg and add 4.5 ounces of water. Slowly pour it into the flour and use chopstick to stir it like this. Now we can start kneading it. At first, you will see it's dry and messy. It will feel like it's impossible to knead it until it becomes smooth. Do not add any water. It is very important to keep the balance between water and flour. Just be patient. Try to get all the flour stick together. After 5 minutes, you'll get something like this. It doesn't look good, right? Don't worry. Just cover it. Let it sit for 30 minutes. We're gonna check back. This is 30 minutes later. You can feel that the dough has become softer. It is more pliable. Knead it for another 5 to 8 minutes. Use this folding technique. Fold it again and again. This technique helps push the air out. It also makes the fiber and the protein become stronger, so the texture of your noodle will come out bouncy. I have been kneading this for about 8 minutes, so this is what you're looking for. It is very smooth. In Chinese, we call it a hard dough because the flour contains less water compared to other doughs. It is very tough, which is exactly what we need. The noodle will stay bouncy and firm for a long time. It won't be soggy and moist. Now we can go to the next step. Roll the dough into thin sheets. The amount I gave is enough for 2 to 3 people, but the rolling mat is not big enough, so I cut in half. Sprinkle some flour in case it sticks to the rolling mat. You really need to do some hard work here because it will take a while to make it thin. You need it to be 1 to 2 milliliters thick. Make sure it is even so it cooks properly. Sprinkle some flour on it evenly. Make sure you get the other side too. This prevents the noodle from sticking together. Fold it like this. Use a sharp knife to cut it like this. Do not push down with the hands you're holding it with, or else the noodle will stick together. I recommend 1.5 milliliter. The thicker you cut it, the harder your noodle is going to be. You can play with it a little bit to see what do you like. Check it out! You have perfect handmade noodles. If you want to save it, then add some flour in case it clumps up. This will last 2 days in the fridge. Now I'm gonna show you one way how I like to eat them. Put it in boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes. Don't go away because they overflow easily. After 2 minutes, you can take one out and try it, see if you like it. Once you think it's perfect, you just take them out, get rid of those excess water, and put it in the bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of Chinese black vinegar, 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of minced ginger, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, some spring onion, some cilantro, and 1 to 2 teaspoons of chili flake, depending on your taste. Heat up 2.5 tablespoons of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. Pour the hot oil on top of the noodles. Try to put it on those aromatic to release the flavor. Mix everything together. That looks so good. Smells so good. The aroma is a mix of all the ingredients. Feels like I'm in a food heaven now. Can't wait to eat. The noodle tastes so fresh and delicious. Seriously, forget about all those pre-packed noodles. If you have the time and patience to make this, whoever you make it for will be so surprised to hear that you made it. Make sure you watch my next video because I'm going to show another cool way to prepare these tasty noodles. As always, check the description for all the ingredient amounts and the steps. Give me a thumbs up, please. If you like Chinese food, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And I want to see you next time. I post 1 to 2 videos a week.